we got Blake Griffin and the Clips on deck tonight. Going up against him, you almost just hope you don't end up on a poster. But I've never been one to just get out the way. I'm ready to step up, no matter the consequences. Gotta earn my stripes sometime, you know? Here we go.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Last outing for the Clippers, it was a loss to the Nets.
Yeah, I had the chills watching it. It really was a nightmare defensively for them. When you go into that building and get...
Go for a different look here. Josh Smith, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Lance Stevenson comes in for Paul Pierce. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Austin Rivers in for Chris Paul. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Crawford out there with Rivers. Then there's Griffin. Then it's Smith. And it's Stevenson in at the 3 spot. One thing about Jamal Crawford, he is the definition of a streak shooter. When he's hot, baby, watch out.
Yeah, I mean, he's a combination of craftiness and athleticism. It makes him very hard to defend. He can spot you up, run you off pitch, drive past you. This guy gives you the real deal.
Picked by Griffin. Crawford against Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Crawford dishes to Rivers. No luck. Some solid defense there from Jackson. We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter. Detroit's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. On the wing, Jackson. There's the pick. Morris, left side. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And he came off that screen, and the knee just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Rivers a screen on Jackson. It's Crawford with the drive. He used that pick to get in close.
That's 4 connections and 5 tries now for him in what's been a great first quarter.
Johnson, he's checked in for Reggie Jackson. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on. They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Picked by Griffin. There's the triple. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. For Detroit, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. On the wing, Johnson. Now here's Freak, covered by Smith. Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's the 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last.
And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player. Now with more and more freshmen, Clark. A different look here for the Pistons. Marcus Morris is checked in for Ilyasova. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Johnson. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Meeks. And it's Kane in for Brandon Jennings. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Griffin's checked in for Smith. And Stevenson comes in for Pierce. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Rivers in for Chris Paul. Kane, he's in at the point. Andre Drummond is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Jackson in at shooting guard. That's the group for Detroit right now. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for the Pistons.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations, really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pacers was not his usual self. He chipped in his share of points, and he also added a few assists as he set up his teammates as well. One thing that's a bit disturbing for him right now is the fact that it's been a string of games like this together. His numbers are down, and we'll see if he can buck the trend in this one, guys.
Good work as always, Doris. Thank you. Well, we haven't seen too many games, guys, like that out of him before.
And you know what? I'm thinking we'll see a different guy here tonight. Hard to imagine he'd have back-to-back bad games.
Yep, forget about back-to-back bad games on an individual basis. What he really wants to avoid are back-to-back losses.
1:51 left in the first half. Pass to Jackson. Pulls up on the wing. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Crawford. Thinking about Doc Rivers being a leader, he was like that on the floor, Clark, as well. You know that. You went against him.
A leader and a winner, no doubt about it. And there have been a lot of coaches that came from his old Celtics team. And of all of them, perhaps the least surprising is Doc Rivers for the reasons we just mentioned. Leader and coach on the floor.
It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Baines.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Jordan. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. Pass to Caldwell Pope.
That's his first personal foul, third team foul.
There's 47 seconds left in the first half. And that one's good. Kane's got his first points of the game. Los Angeles leading by 10.
First personal foul, team's third.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. You look at Jamal Crawford in this game. I mean, he's been a group substitution here for the Clippers. Smith checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Stevenson comes in for Pierce. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Austin Rivers in for Paul. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Rivers out there with Crawford. And it's Smith. Then there's Griffin. And it's Stevenson in at the 3 slot. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and Akeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled.
Chris, how does a win like this help propel the team at this point in the schedule?
Hopefully it gives us a little momentum. We got a tough stretch coming up. We got our back-to-back next week, so hopefully it just gives us a little momentum.
It was a pretty good start, Chris. Thank you. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, great job.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here. Blake Griffin. He had an outstanding. And that'll do it for this.
The only color I care about is green, money. Now, you've certainly made some money so far, Freak, but it's time we make more money. I'm talking movies, TVs, endorsements, even your own brand Jordan sneakers.
I care about the game first, Dom. All that sounds great, but don't you think it's a little too early to be talking about all that?
Too early? LeBron was 12 years old in 6th grade when he was thinking Space Jam. It's never too early to take and make leaps.
I guess.
You guess? This isn't high school, this isn't college, this is the real world. And the real world is fueled by one thing.
Oh, money.
That's right, money, dollar bills, y'all. Why do you think they put presidents on them? Because that's what presides over us. I ever tell you guys about the first dollar I ever made?
No, Dom, but you're about to.
Yo, check this out. CC, this is a great story, right? So I'm 7 years old, Queens, New York, 1973. My older brother, Lonzo, he's got a lemonade stand. So that summer, I'm like, Lonzo, you know, let me help out. Let me make a couple of bucks with you. He's like, all right, Dom, come on. I'll teach you the business. So I'm pouring tons of sugar. I'm squeezing the lemons. I got the lemonade stand all set up. I'm like, yo, I got this, right? So I'm watching during the course of the day, I'm noticing something Lonzo's doing. He's not charging for refills. That summer, I convinced Lonzo no more free refills, and we make $2,000 plus tips. Today, Lonzo's Lemonade is a national brand and publicly traded.
Oh, wow, that's dope.
I'm not here to impress. I'm here to improve and to assist. I'm like the Italian-American Magic Johnson, running point for Team Freak. No.
The only person running point around here will be me.
CC, look at my watch. What do you see?
Not this again. I've seen the movie.
This is diamonds and platinum. Gold, forget about it. Silver, forget about it. This is diamonds and platinum. It's power and speed. Freak, this is what you have. You are on your way to being the biggest thing in the NBA. I'm proposing now that we dominate off the court as well as on.
I can't believe I'm saying this, Freak, but Dom has a point. You've been establishing yourself on the court, and now it's time to take it off the court. Brand Jordan sneakers, I mean, the possibilities are endless.
Listen, Freak, you're gonna have to decide the legacy you wanna leave. But I'm not some agent from the Yellow Pages. I'm Dom Pagnotti. I'm the man, the myth, the legend, the king, #1. I'm the best. And I'm a shark. And the Pagnotti shark is working for you. Fucking dunk contest. When was the last time you saw an NBA great in a dunk contest, huh? I'm talking first team All-NBA, first team All-Defensive team.
What about social media?
Yvette, great idea. Social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Let's kick it up a notch. www.freakinandvibing.com. That's right, your own website. I've already set it up for you and it's running great.
Wait, hold up.
Listen, I'm in negotiations right now on a feature that will allow viewers to watch Freak and only him and his plays during the game.
Yeah, but you set up a website without consulting me?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
Last week.
Uh-oh. Oh, this is gonna be epic.
CC, I love you, but I got no time to waste, and you're out there busy doing whatever it is you're doing.
Whatever I'm doing? You know what? I'm really sick and tired of the disrespect. This is Team Freak, not the Dom Pagnotti Italian-American opera.
Cece, calm down, all right? Dom here, he's just trying to take us to the next level.
Look, Ming Ching, I don't even know why you're here when your job is to look good and shut up.
Cece, chill.
No, I'm done chilling. Between your clown agent and your gold-digging girlfriend, I've had enough.
Gold digger? You're the winner of the Lucky Sperm contest, and I'll have you know I am currently starting my own fashion line. I've already got model contracts from Beijing to Milan. Not to mention I graduated top of my class. Summa cum laude.
You mean thank you, Laude?
I don't need a man to save me or provide for me, okay? I got my own, boo.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then why has all your success and fame coincided with your relationship with my brother? I mean, if you're really on top of your game, wouldn't that have happened before y'all even met? Right?
You know what, Cece? You're just jealous. It's okay, though. Why don't you just play the background, yeah? Enjoy the ride.
Y'all both done yet?
May I continue? Now listen, as far as movie properties go, I've already got a script based upon a story of your life, Freak, okay? So guys, check out these possible titles. Freakin' and Vibin', Life and Times, Volume 1. The Freak Chronicle, Freak the Fast and Furious, Part 1 does it, and this one's my favorite, Freak, you're gonna love this. He got Pagnotti.
Whoa,
You
okay,
love it,
all
right?
Dom. Yeah, but look, you're the man, but you're not the man. Okay, you work for me. You have to follow my lead. I'm all for your ideas, but in due time. As for now, I want to focus on the court, and we'll discuss some of your ideas at a later date. Understood?
Yo, we're cool in the gang, bro. That's all you had to say.
All right, good. Thank you. Vet, chill. You cannot let Cece get underneath your skin. But on the same token, you cannot go out of your way to piss her off. I don't have time to be playing peacekeeper between you two.
You know what? We need to talk about this afterwards alone.
Fine. Cece, you need to hold this together. You and I both agreed long ago that Dom was the best agent for me. He has delivered. Are his methods questionable? Is he a shark? Yes and yes, but he's our shark. He's what's best for me, which means he is what's best for all of us. Your job is to bring us balance. Manage the team, sis. We all need to be on the same page.
You're right, but blood is thicker than water.
You know, I ain't trying to hear all that. I'm not here to hold hands. I'm here to win games and achieve greatness on and off the court. But in order for that to happen, I need everybody to be on point. Essentially, get right or get gone. Yeah, I don't have time to be teaching you guys how to work together. It either starts now or I find it elsewhere. Squashed?
Squashed.
Zucchini'd.
Mr. Dom Pagnotti. Mr. Diamond and Platinum himself. It's a love-hate relationship.
What do you think about people who see your brother as just a meal ticket?
Well, that's why I'm there. I'm the gatekeeper. Yep. I can smell it from a mile away.
When you take time out for your own personal life, do you have a personal life?
I do.
Where at? I think Freak is your personal life.
You can think whatever you want, mister. But, I have a personal life, thanks.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think that should end the interview right now. Yeah? It's great meeting you.
Big game for me tonight. Carmelo Anthony's a player I watched playing for the Knicks when I was in high school, so I got nothing but love for him in his game. I can only hope to one day be the scorer that he is now. Time to do NYC proud. Haul him in the house, baby. Melo better be ready.
On the floor for the visiting Detroit Pistons. At small forward. At the other forward position. Marcus Morris. At the point.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Lopez. Amundsen comes in for Porzingis. Derek Williams, he checked in for Anthony. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Jose Calderon. And a different look here for the Pistons. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ilyasova. Johnson comes in for Morris. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Jackson. And it's Kane in for Brandon Jennings. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. Kane in at point guard. Andre Drummond is out there with Aaron Baines. Then it's Jody Meeks. And it's Johnson in at the small forward. From 10 feet out, that one off the back iron and out. Drummond, a bit of a disappointing season last year. Not so much in play, but people wanted to see a bigger leap from him. Now, his numbers are still pretty jaw-dropping, but I think he's got so much there to give.
He has a lot of potential, Kevin. And listen, I don't think his play was bad. He just had such huge expectations to live up to. I mean, player development is not a straight line, and it would have been very hard to have him take another huge leap forward. Sometimes you have that sophomore jinx. But I'm expecting a big year from him this season.
For the New York Knicks, they come into this one following a loss to Boston. Now here's Freak, D right on him, and a missed layup.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Fred.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the Pistons ended last season with a record of 32-50. They played decently enough against the rest of the East and had 23 of their 32 wins against the Eastern Conference.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. In Detroit last season against the East, played well for stretches. They couldn't find that consistency to climb the ladder in the East.
And they had a lot of changes going on. Tons of transition for this group. But let's face it, they did play well down the stretch. A lot of wins against playoff teams from the East. And went 500 against Eastern playoff teams in their final 10 matchups.
And Jody Meeks gets the whistle that time. The Knicks have come up with 3 misses and 5 attempts so far at the line.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
Thomas checked in for the Knicks.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. The shot will not go. And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all tied up. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And some tough time for the Knicks, but you listen to Carmelo Anthony, it's clear he's invested in this franchise.
They pulled all the strings to get me here, and I wanted to be here. And yeah, I want New York to be that place where guys want to come play in New York, you know, and I want to retire in New York. I mean,
Knicks fans rooting for Carmelo. Comes in for Lance Thomas. Derek Williams, he checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's a Flawless in for Langston Galloway. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Kane is in at the point. Aaron Baines out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Johnson, and it's Meeks in at the shooting guard position. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Celtics gave his team an edge. He ended with a few points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. A bit of a surprise attack for him, as he is usually just regarded as a role player on his team.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night. He didn't disappoint them.
Not at all. Came through in a big way. Whatever they needed from him, he was able to deliver.
Well, I think he actually gave them a little more than what they needed. Terrific all-around effort.
Shot by Seraphin, no good.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Well, we know prior to last season, the Pistons handed the car keys over to Stan Van Gundy. He had some early hiccups, but overall, I think they're headed in the right direction. He's a proven winning coach in the NBA. He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Drummond the screen to the inside, and Baines kicks to Meeks. Meeks gets the screen from Kane. 6 to shoot. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. That's short off the rim.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Nobody near Williams. And that comes off the assist by Calderon. Williams has got the lead up to 1 now for New York. There's 49 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Calderon. Kane, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
A follow, no good.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. The Pistons rebound. Johnson kicks to Meeks. Here's Kane. No good from the wing. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. The Pistons on.
So Carmelo, after this.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far. Group in for the Knicks. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Lopez. Amundsen comes in for Porzingis. Derek Williams checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. And then for Detroit, Johnson, he's checked in for Ilyasova. Jody Meeks comes in for Reggie Jackson. And it's Kane in for Brandon Jennings. Calderon and Galloway are the guard set. Amundsen is out there with Williams. And it's Serafin in at center. That's the 5 for New York right now. And guys, Andre Drummond has made quite an impression in the early stages of his career. Clark, you were just talking about that. Greg, I don't think anyone felt he would have such an impact this fast.
Yeah, I mean, he's already a mountain of a man among boys. I mean, it's hard to believe when you look at this guy out there. He's only 22 years old.
Now, here's Calderon, covered by Kane. Calderon has the open look. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Calderon's got 5 points in the quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Going back to Andre Drummond, some say there aren't any true centers entering the NBA these days. But I look at Andre, I look at DeMarcus Cousins, Joel Embiid, Karl Anthony Towns, and I think to myself, what are these people talking about?
And talking about Andre Drummond, I remember when he fell to number 9 on draft day. All sorts of experts were making excuses as to why. But even then, there was this eerie feeling that some teams had made a huge mistake in passing on it. And that feeling turned out to be correct.
Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Galloway. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Andre Drummond picks one up.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The line for your Knicks, Langston Galloway. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Galloway. And so it's Detroit with the double.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. Brandon Jennings. The fourth quarter was all him. And that'll do it for...
I told you, Dom Pagnotti always delivers. Brand Jordan Freak prototypes. Open the box, check them out.
It's like Christmas and my birthday on the same day. Oh, Dom.
You love them?
I love them.
Hey, they're waiting for your approval for production.
Approved.
Approved?
Approved.
Done. I'll make the call.
In Pagnotti, we trust.
I told you you'd love them.
Man.
Hey, I'm going to have you playing in those in 30 days or less.
Oh, money. Oh, man.
Freaking and vibing. Freaking and vibing.
Freaking and vibing in these, baby.